There was once a girl named Emily. She was an only child and had two loving parents. Both of her parents had full-time jobs, and in the morning they went off to work before Emily got up. When Emily woke up, she would spend the day with a babysitter who would take care of her until supper. But then once her parents returned, Emily would be able to spend the whole night with her parents and their undivided attention, playing games and reading books. One day during supper, her parents came to her and told her that she was going to have a new sister. At first she thought this would be a good idea, and that this meant that she would have someone to play with and confide in. When the new sister was first born, she was excited with a cute baby to play with, but it seemed to her that Lauren, the new baby, was making her parents spend all the time with her, having cut off most, if not all, of their playtime. After a few months, the newness of the baby wore off, and Emily became of what she felt like was being ignored and for sure not being spent enough time with. Because of this, Emily felt like she had to earn the attention of her parents in a different way, and then she began to act disobedient and disrespectful by acting out, feeding her sister, and throwing tantrums. Her parents therefore punished her, and because she thought this was unfair, a separation began to form between the two girls. As Lauren was a toddler, she wanted to spend more time with her parents, and even at that early stage in the girl's life, they were already starting to compete by who could run fastest or build the biggest tower out of blocks. With their parents were still working during the day, and the sisters going to daycare, they vied for the limited time with their parents, who were trying to devote equal time to each child. Time was not always equally shared, and because of this, tension grew between the sisters, and they fought more and more, both physically and through competition, in order to win the admiration of their parents. When Lauren was school age, the two girls competed for how good of grades they could get, and because Emily did a bit better in school, Lauren felt discouraged because Emily got a lot of praise for being smart, and so she looked for other ways to be the best. She excelled at playing soccer, and their parents devoted a lot of time towards her becoming better at that, and along with working more often, they were not able to spend as much time with Emily. Emily began to feel unloved, but because she had a strong will, she was able to become independent and do many things on her own, such as taking up music as a hobby. Lauren became the child with which their parents spent the most time with, and the girls with different interests were pushed apart. Because of this, for the rest of their childhood into high school, they were at odds and competed with physical actions and mean words toward each other. And one day it was bad enough that both girls were sent to their rooms crying. It was at this point that their parents stepped in, even making more stricter rules on how they treated each other in order that they might all have better relationships. They also made Emily and Lauren go to counseling to work out some of their differences, and through this they were able to become better sisters and have most of their hostility resolved, and promised to spend more time with Emily, if that was what she wanted. And the parents promised to spend more time with Emily if that was what she wanted, in order to make their relationships better.